We hear a lot about what a marriage is supposed to look like, but what does it actually take to make one not just work, but truly thrive? In this explainer, we're going to cut through the cliches and get to the core principles that help build a marriage with purpose, not one that's just chasing perfection.
And right there, that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there. So many of us hope that marriage will be some kind of magic wand for our personal struggles. But the truth is, a strong marriage isn't a solution you just find. It's a structure you have to build together.
So here's what we've got on tap. First, we're going to bust a major myth about marriage that holds a lot of people back. Then we'll dive into the three essential pillars for a solid foundation. That's partnership, communication, and what we're calling a higher alignment. And finally, we'll pull it all together to see how you can build a marriage that doesn't just get by, but actually thrives. All right, first things first, we absolutely have to tackle the myth of the perfect marriage. It's time to dismantle that flawed idea and replace it with something way more powerful and honestly, way more achievable: purpose. This is where you can really see the difference. The myth, it paints marriage as this finish line, right? A destination that's supposed to solve everything. But the truth is, it's a journey. It's not about finding some perfect person who completes you, but it is about creating a partnership for growth. And let me tell you, that shift in how you see it changes everything. Okay, let's get into our very first pillar. And this one is the absolute bedrock of a lasting relationship: building an unbreakable partnership. You see, partnership goes so much deeper than just romantic feelings. Look, love might be the spark that gets things started, but partnership, that's the daily action. It's that unwavering loyalty, that solid commitment, and the simple, powerful act of showing up for each other day in and day out, no matter what. I love this analogy. Think about your marriage like it's a garden. A garden doesn't just magically grow on its own, right? And one person can't do all the weeding and watering. It takes consistent, mutual effort from both of you to cultivate something really beautiful, especially when you're going through life's inevitable droughts and storms. All right, on to our second pillar: communication. If partnership is the foundation, then you can think of communication as the lifeblood that flows through the whole relationship. It's what keeps it vibrant and truly alive. So often, we treat disagreements like they're a debate we have to win. But real, effective communication isn't about scoring points against each other. It's about aligning hearts. It's about closing that gap between you two and really, truly trying to understand where the other person is coming from. So I want you to ask yourself this honestly. The next time you're in a conversation, pay attention to your own mind. Are you genuinely trying to absorb what your partner is saying and feeling? Or are you just reloading, waiting for your turn to talk? That one little difference is massive. So how do you actually build that kind of trust? Well, it's not through some grand, dramatic conversation. It's built in the small daily moments, talking every day, sharing your dreams for the future, even being vulnerable enough to share your fears. These consistent, honest interactions become the building blocks of a truly unshakable bond. And that brings us to our third and final pillar. This is the one that gives a marriage its deep resilience and makes it truly unshakable. We're talking about a higher alignment. Now, when we say spiritual alignment, this doesn't have to be about organized religion at all. It's really about having a shared sense of purpose and values, something that goes beyond just the day-to-day grind. When a couple is connected on that deeper level, their bond has an anchor that can hold firm in any storm. The power of this alignment is just transformative. With it, problems stop being these impossible roadblocks, and instead they become opportunities to learn. Disagreements, instead of pushing you apart, actually become chances to grow closer. It's a shared foundation that literally reframes your entire experience and strengthens every single aspect of your relationship. And the best part is, this doesn't require some huge, dramatic overhaul of your life. It's built through simple, consistent actions. Just taking a moment each day to share what you're grateful for, or to reflect together, or maybe to pray. These small rituals weave a really powerful connection over time. Okay, so we've covered the three pillars. Now, let's bring it all home and talk about how to actually move from just surviving the challenges of life to truly thriving as a couple. This right here is the core message. Great marriages are not something you get lucky and just stumble into. They are the result of conscious, deliberate, and consistent effort. They are built choice by choice every single day. So what does that look like in real life? Well, it's things like this. None of these are all that difficult, but they do require you to be present. Having a weekly check-in, celebrating the small wins,
doing something helpful without being asked, and choosing to forgive quickly instead of letting things fester. These are like small deposits in the relationship bank that pay out huge returns over time.
And here's the crucial thing to remember. It's rarely a lack of love that actually ends a marriage. It's the slow, quiet erosion that happens when we neglect partnership, communication, and that higher alignment. The love might still be there, but without these pillars holding it up, the whole structure can eventually crumble.
So it all comes down to this. A thriving marriage isn't found, it's built. It's a conscious, intentional creation.